Springbok and Wallabies are back. The both teams have been announced. Both teams are gonna go head to head, and are the Wallabies gonna be going back to back up against the Springboks? I hope not. I really, really hope not. Please, please, Rassie, I'm speaking to you directly, Rassie. Please do something here. work, work your magic, please, please. Work something. You've given a ridiculous squad. You come out bomb squad. He's like you want to work hard. You want them to put on a performance, but please, please do some form of rain dance. I don't care what it is. A little bit of voodoo. Do something, please. We need to get a win out of this because at the moment, I think the Springboks are a little bit desperate to get a win out of here. Because if the Wallabies, look, the Wallabies is a win-win situation. For them, it's a win-win. The Springboks need a win here. So, look, both teams have been announced. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's get into it. Let's crack on. Okay. First of all, Springboks, heavy guys here. 6-2 split, a lot of big forwards. I mean, we practically got we got six locks, essentially. So we got Oxenche, Marks, Dutoit, Thomas the Tank, one of the best players in Premiership Rugby. Yes, Premiership Rugby. I love watching Thomas Dutoit. The guy is absolutely phenomenal. And then you still have Wilco Low on the bench. You still have Bon Fenter. You still have Morne van der Merwe. Or say Marnus van der Merwe. Van der Berg. I was getting confused between Morne van der Berg and Marnus van der Merwe. These names are confusing, okay? They all Afrikaans. They Dutch. So give me a break, please. It's confusing. But Argis Neyman, Ruan Nogia. And then we still have Ibn Etzebet, Lord de Jager. Not to mention, we then have Franco Mostert, Marco van Staden, and then we got Jean-Luc Dupree. If you guys haven't watched a bit of Jean-Luc Dupree, watch him, please. Understand what kind of destruction is coming the Wallabies' way. Understand what kind of a beast and what kind of a monster is going to be entering the field. I love Jean-Luc Dupree. I just hate it when he was playing against me. The same thing. I have the same love-hate relationship with Andre Pollard, especially when he comes and he would play up against the Saints, which I'm actually quite happy that he's now gone back to the Bulls. I used to hate him. I loved him when he played for the Springboks. When it came to club rugby, I absolutely hated him because I know what kind of performance he's going to be putting in. And that is exactly what Jean-Luc Dupree, I'm hoping, is going to be putting in. All of these players are big, they fit, they're physical, they want to get in your face. And we need to go back to scrummaging. We need to go back to the scrummaging. We need to go back to what is the basics, what we know best, what is our DNA, what is our essence. Disrupt play, slow the game down, break the lineouts, break the scrums, rolling mauls. We need to be the first at everything. We need to be forcing. We need to be clearing out. The Springboks must not walk in this game. If they walk and they let the likes of Valentini in just even for a second, he's going to cause an absolute nuisance. Same thing with Fraser McWright. We saw what kind of game Fraser McWright had. The moment there was any form of slip, we saw this with Marco van Staden. We saw this with Sio Khaleesi. He gained momentum. He gained strength. I swear, this guy is like a superhero at times. It's like, the more he, finds things, he just gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And you're like, shit, please calm down. And that's what you're going to get with Fraser McWright. You're going to get that pure demon, especially when he gets going, when he gets into that rhythm, he's very hard to stop, as the Springboks kind of felt. So definitely need to stop him. Good thing, no Wilson. Wilson is a captain. He's done so phenomenally with the Lions, with the Wallabies, what they did. He was a key performer in that first Springbok game at Ellis Park, and my word, that's a big loss for them. Valentini is coming in at 8, replacing him, which is a very, very good replacement, like for like. Got to give him that. Beautiful. I wasn't expecting it, but look, I think they're still going to be putting in a lot of work. But the Springboks aren't going to be coming in to play. They aren't going to be coming in to run the ball. They tried to outplay the Wallabies last time. They tried to outrun them. That's not the Springboks game. The Wallabies sat back, started to counterattack, and worked bloody well. Ultimately, we saw this time and time again. Max Jorgensen, Dylan Peach really put on a bloody master show, and rightfully so. But yeah, they did absolutely brilliant. Now let's break down the Springboks. So Oxenche, Marks, Du Toit, Sneeman, Norgia, Van Staden, Mostert, Dupria, Grant Williams, Andre Pollard, Jason Colby, Damien Dialende, Jesse Creel, Kanan Moody, Willie LaRue, and then we have Manus van der Merwe, Bon Venter, Wilco Low, Eben Etzebeth, Louis de Jager, Quagga Smith, Kobus Reinach, and then Sasha Feinberg Mgonzulu. For the Wallabies, we have Tom Robertson, which was a bit of a shock for me. I was kind of expecting Angus Bell to step up here, but Angus Bell is an impact player coming off the bench, and he's going to do bloody well. He's going to be a scary person. Billy Pollard, Taniela Tupou, Nick Frost, Will Skelton, Tom Hooper, Fraser McWright, Valentini, Nick White, James O'Connor, Corey Toole, who is quite possibly going to be one of the fastest players on the pitch. No doubt, you can guarantee that. He is going to be rapid. How he's going to handle his opposite number, Kanan Moody. No, Cheslin. Yeah, Cheslin, because Cheslin's going to be at 11. I don't know, but either way, Andre Pollard, especially in a more difficult weather, Kanan Moody, he's got those long arms, going to play it up. Andre Pollard's going to do those up and unders. He's going to hit that ball hard and high. How Corey Toole's going to be able to manage defensively, I don't know. He's scary when he's going forward, but defensively, not so much. So that might be a little bit of an opening, especially considering he's not used to international test rugby, especially at this level. So, yeah, Corey Toole, Len Ikitau, Suali'i, Max Jorgensen, Tom Wright, and then on the bench they have Penga Mosa, Angus Bell, Zane Nongo, Jeremy Williams, Nick Champion, De Crespigny, Tate McDermott, Payne Edmed, and then Andrew Callaway. So they got a lot of speed here. They got a lot of speed to burn. Tom Wright, Jorgensen, and Corey Toole. From what I see here, they're going to try and match the Springboks for strength. They're going to sit back. They're going to try and work their counter-attacking game. They're going to try and work those wide edges, and they're going to try and kick in behind. They're going to use James O'Connor. They're going to try and kick him behind. They're going to use the speed of Corey Toole, of Max Jorgensen to try and catch the Springboks off guard. Honestly, I think Rassie has had a look at this. He's kind of figured out what's going to be going on. And I think he does have something around this. Hence the sheer physicality that he's going to be putting in. Hopefully this works. The Springboks really need a solid win out of this. They really need to get a win. Because, like I say, it's a win-win for the Wallabies. They've already beaten us at Ellis Park. If they get a loss, they're like, okay, we at least got one win going to South Africa. That's not easy, and they've done ridiculous records. But if South Africa come off with a win, they'll say, oh, look, we lost. We got one win, one loss. Pretty good. A lot of development. Jorgensen's putting in good performances. Might even see Corey Toole putting in some good performances, but you're getting to see Will Skelton putting in finally good performances for the Aussies. Suali'i, again, growing, getting better, putting in strong performances. Tom Wright putting in strong performances. So, yeah, a lot of building and a lot of good stuff for the future, especially Wilson. He's a very young captain, and he's going to be pushing forward, and he's only going to be getting better. But look, I think this is going to be brilliant. I want to hear what your thoughts are on the game. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And I think the Springboks by 10. Yes, if you know, you know. Box by 10. They are going to end up winning 25-15. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.